Hey guys, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. Just doing my year in review for 2025. These are just guns I picked up in 2025 or I changed significantly. There's a few I changed significantly in 2025, like upgraded, whatever. So I'm just kind of adding them in. But this is not my collection. It's just the guns I picked up this year, which is pretty significant. Maybe the biggest year ever. But all right, so let's just start with these ones in front of me. Start out big. So I picked up Desert Eagle. This is the black tiger stripes. I picked up, so with the black tiger stripes, including the barrel black tiger stripe, and then I picked up some really nice samurai grips in 44 Magnum. And then I switch out. I got the barrel for 50 AE, which is this tin barrel now, which looks pretty sweet, honestly. So I'm kind of keeping it. You go back and forth between the two because they both look great. And then the rubber grips are actually really nice. But for this setup, you get the original rubber grips, and you got the tin 50 AE barrel. I feel like, look, you got gun collection. This is like one to tick off. It's a cool gun. It's very big. It's very interesting. And I think 44 Magnum and 50 AE, that's a good two calibers to get in. There's that. We can go somewhat fast, but we'll see. This is I would say, I can clear the guns too, by the way. This has a mag in it. I wish I brought the mag out. The mag was kind of cool. This is my budget. I'm kind of buying some PSAs. I'm not going to sell anyone on PSAs because I have a PSA behind me. I'll explain why in a second. Why I wouldn't say like, oh, guy, go out and get a PSA. But I bought the Rock. I liked it a lot. I enjoyed it, and so it kind of got me to look at more PSAs. I would get like an AKV, which I don't have yet. But the Saber line came out, so that's kind of like a higher end for them. So it piqued my interest. So this is PSA Saber. Kind of similar to a dagger, but which I'm not interested in. But this I was interested in because all the upgrades it comes with that would cost you a lot of money to do to your Glock, which I know because I did it to a Glock, so I know how expensive they are. First of all, the Cerakote, really good. Comes with the Cerakote. Comes with the stippled grips. With the back strap, the front area here, the actual grip, really nice stippling job, really nice, looks really good. You have a magwell. It's a polymer magwell. It's PSA. I might use the polymer magwells. I don't think I have a polymer magwell. Anything else? Any other my guns? But yeah, I mean, look, it's gonna be fine. It's what it is. It's PSA. You're not going to go to battle with this gun. It's just, my Glock clone, The slide, I think, is a nice slide. It's cut. I don't know if you call these lightning cuts or whatever, but these are kind of like big box cuts. And then it's also ported, which also got my attention. 3 little ports on there. Has this Glock takedown. You can probably get a big, use a Glock aftermarket if you want to get a bigger takedown. And then I put a Kraken on it. I never bought a Swamp. I usually buy Holosons or EOTechs or Trijicons, but I think it's a PSA. I'm not going to put a Trijicon on it. And the Swamp Fox was really cool looking. Honestly, it looks like an Acro. So I was like, oh, looks good enough. I mean, for this gun, I don't want to spend $500 on a $600 gun, and then you got, I like how high the sights are. Look at it. And they're blacked out, which I actually like because, when you're using a red dot, it's kind of nice to have blackout sights. So, and are they polymer? Yeah, they're probably polymer. Well, this is metal. The front sight's metal. Oh, they're metal sights. Yeah, they're metal. Which is nice. And you get a nice back plate with that. That will cost you extra for a Glock. This stuff is extra. This this barrel will be extra with the ported. I mean, everything just like boom, 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 boom with when you upgrade your block your Glock. It is kind of blocky. And then you got the a single pick rail here. I don't know, maybe I'll put a light on here, like a 7 on here. A nice mini light. And the trigger, you saw it was clear. To me, it's like probably a little bit better or about what you would expect from a Glock trigger. So there you go. I mean, so for 600, and look, it's got a metal guy rod. That's pretty cool. The crowning on the barrel is nice. It's PSA, like, they have like a middling kind of reputation. The only thing I don't like is this mag release. I don't know, it just doesn't suit me the way it's shaped. That's something I would replace. If you can, that's pretty much all I would replace on this, honestly. I wouldn't bother with changing this to metal. You know, it's just not worth it. But it's a cool gun, I think. I like it a lot. I like the way it looks. And, you know, there I have my Glock clone. So, since I'm not really big in the Glock, so I don't have any Glocks. Next we have, let's just go what I'm looking at. This year I got a Scar, which is good, I guess. I got this before I knew they were going to discontinue the Scars, especially this model 20 heavy. But and then I'm going to get a ACOG for it, maybe in black, maybe in FD, I don't know. But this is like a kind of like good semi mid-range, you know, gun. I mean, you can shoot from 1,000 or whatever. It's good. 308. I heard bad things about the 6.5, like there was issues with it. A military arms channel had one, and they said it was issues. This is non-reciprocating. I got a Accutech here, and I also have a huge Accutech for the front to stabilize it. It's really nice, along with this forehand like angled grip. But yeah, it's a Scar. It's a beautiful gun. You know, it's pretty good. It's not like it's as good as the HK or you know, I don't know. Will I like to get the HK in the future? 308, yeah. Was it ME HK 762? Is that what it's called? But that looks like a cool gun to get too. So we'll see maybe in the future. But there you go, Scar 20. It's like it's already a little scraped up, but that's crazy. Some guns like the Cerakotes is really nice, and other guns, you know, the Cerakote's job is not as good, you know. But there's a Scar 20, and then while we're going with heavy guns, this is my Bergara. So this is a Bergara in 6.5 Creedmoor. This is not a new gun for me per se. This is the Pro version. It's really nice. I put it in the stock. That was the big difference here. So I put it in the stock. I have an Atlas bipod on it, and I have a new. This is probably my best scope. It's a Warhawk. I have not gotten into scopes yet to the point where I'm buying like really expensive scopes. The ACOG would be the most expensive scope I ever bought. But this Warhawk, it's supposed to be really good. This thing's smooth. But yeah, I want to, and 6.5's Creedmoor is a good good cartridge. So, and Bergara has, you know, they're known for making really good barrels, really accurate. But man, it's super heavy. It's like, this thing is heavy. I mean, this is like heavy duty. It's kind of like my sit down and shoot kind of gun, or lay down and shoot. I have another Bergara, but I'll get to that one. This one, I'm getting winded holding that gun. This is really cool. So this is the Mossberg first shotgun with a double stack magazine. So that's pretty cool. I changed out the furniture to Woots furniture. I put my standard manufacturing cheap red dot on there. But this is a really nice value gun. It's a pump with a mag and a AR control for safety, which I like. I kind of put all Woots on my Mossberg. Kind of like the way it looks because it gives it a nice style to it. Comes with a metal heat shield, which I appreciate. I always like heat shields on my shotguns. So I like that they just come with it. I think not all none of the shotguns I bought have this. So I kept this one because I don't think it's a compatible pump with this one. But yeah, and then they give you a doorbuster, I call it. But yeah, so I think this is a great Mossberg did a really good job with this shotgun. It's like a 590 RE or something like that. It has the breacher. Some of them don't. I think the other one doesn't have a breacher, but the breacher's on there. Like there's no getting off. It's on. It's part of the barrel. Overall, like pretty happy with this one. And it's not, Mossberg's not really expensive, so let's just keep going like in order. Next, I have a Walther PDP. This is the Pro Acro edition. So they came with the nice metal mags with the metal template at the bottom. This one, like I said, so this is Walther. It's not PSA. So this is metal magwell, which is nice. Really nice grip textures. I added this backstrap. It's a brass backstrap. Gives it a little bit more weight, because Walther's kind of known to be a little snappy. Has to do with them being sprung a little bit tight. So I changed out the recoil spring. Polymer, obviously it's like lower. They have the terrain serrations. So you can see like this was sprung way. This is a little bit lighter now. Before it was like a little bit harder to use a slide. Comes with the acro, and you see it's in there. It's milled really low, which is great because you can co-witness there. So that's awesome. I like the acro, big fan of it, but I don't like how big it is if it's not milled into a slot like this. So I had another acro FDE on my Beretta, and my Beretta, because of that compensator, the acro just wasn't good with it, so I had to take it off and actually sold it. The acro, not the Beretta. The Beretta is awesome. And of course, then it comes with a dynamic trigger, which to me is better than any other trigger out of the box for a striker fire gun. Probably better than the Canic, and I would buy this over the Canic. And this doesn't cost really more than a Canic does, as far as I know. I mean, you can get this minus the acro. Maybe Canic might come with more at a certain price level, but these are around, the same price. So I probably would go with the Walther over Canic, but that's just me. Not hating on Canic. That's just a personal choice. Really nice package. I thought the price on this was good. Next, so we're going in order. We have the Anaconda. This is the 8-inch Anaconda. I added the grips. These grips are really nice. They're textured. This is cleared. All the guns are cleared. They're cleared. You can see I haven't shot this yet. 44 Magnum. I mean, the finish on it is really nice. Not as nice as the Python, but it's really nice. These grips make a big difference to me. 44 Magnum's not really, I don't know, I never had an issue firing my 44 Magnum. I guess I've never shot like 50 rounds of it though either. Because I have 44 Magnums, I wanted to make this one a little bit different, so I added the scope and of course the pick rail on top here. So, and got a Burris scope. So kind of makes it a little bit of a different shoot for me over my other 44 Magnum. That way I'm shooting both. That's really cool. The scope looks really cool. Makes it a pain to store, but still worth it overall. Love the ribs, and you got the underlug here. Gives you nice, some weight to it. Really nice gun. From what I understand, it's better than the one they used to make. So in most ways, if not always. Next, we have oldie but a goodie. Got my Smith FN 5.7 clear. So this one I actually bought a while ago, and I keep thinking about selling it because I do have the Rock. And then finally I was like, you know what, give it back to me because it's not selling anyway. It's one of the few guns that are hard to sell because it's so expensive, and there's so many alternatives you can get. I mean, tons. I think there's even more now, 5.7s, than there was even a year ago. So So I said, give it back to me. I'm going to make it more interesting for me to keep because I already have the rock. I like the rock. So I went up getting this slide for it, which the serrations are better than the old serrations. So much easier to use. And then of course you put a red dot on it, so that's awesome. So putting in the, this is not the old, this is the old, first version, which I kind of like the look of better than the new version. It kind of keeps its like interesting look. Of course, they both still have the safety in the middle, which is actually pretty useful. Shoots really nice. Trigger's actually nice. FN, I'm not always like happy with the triggers there, but the trigger's fine. And also having the red dot on there, and then I got Cerakoted. I originally sprayed it myself, but due to peer pressure and the fact that it does look better Cerakoted, and I found a Cerakoted guy that doesn't like charge too much money, I thought it was worth to get Cerakoted. So it's Cerakoted. It looks nice because it's black before. I didn't really like the black FDE look. But overall, pretty happy with how it turned out. It does feel like a toy gun a little bit, but when the light adds some weight to it, and also the red dot adds some weight to it. So, yeah, there you go. FN57. If you have one already, keep it. But if you're gonna buy a 5.7, there's a lot of choices. So I don't know if you want to go OG or you want to get one of the newer ones. Next, we have 2 380s. Do this one first. This is the Cheetah 80X. I was always going back and forth with buying this because I have a lot of 380s. Oh, there you go. Pretty smooth, actually. The ergonomics on this are really nice. Probably the Bodyguard too. I have another 380. I have three 380s this year. First of all, the look. The FDE thing is what got me because I really like the launch edition, but it was too much money for just bronzed, same gun and a case. And then it came out with the gray edition. I said, oh, that looks cool. But then it came out with this, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm getting this because it kind of matches my other Beretta, my M9 A4. So I went up getting the similar grips. Actually, it's a little bit different coloring than the M9 A4, but whatever. But ergos on this is nice. I'm a big Beretta fan. They shoot really nice, honestly. I would like for them to come out. They have a picture with a compensator on this, but they don't sell the compensator. So I'm waiting for that. The compensator on this would be nice. This is kind of more my less. The other two 380s, well, the one 380 obviously would be, the Bodyguard would be one I would carry. This one's more just for fun on the range kind of thing, but you could carry it. I actually had an extra SIG red dot that I accidentally bought, the C. And I didn't like the way it looked on my 226, so I put it on here, which is perfect. I got the, you had to buy the plate, which kind of sucks, but, there's some things you're like, why make me buy the plate? So you see the decocker, there's decocker and a safety. So we'll decock the gun. So if you stage it, and then here it's on safe, and then there, full up is decocker. Really like that, actually. Like that a lot. Wouldn't mind that on all guns. Safety and a decocker. That's pretty cool. But overall, I haven't shot this yet, but I like the controls. I like Berettas. I know it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a duty trigger, type of situation, but Beretta hasn't let me down yet, honestly. So I like their guns and their shotguns. So, and then the other Beretta I have is the BB 84. I got it Cerakoted. I love it now that before I loved it. Now I really love it that it's Cerakoted. It's kind of like a military surplus, I guess you would say, right? At this point, hard to rack though. I would say it's not like it's hard to rack because it's not used and loose, but look, it comes with a metal guy rod, really nice to shoot, no front serrations, which actually would probably be helpful with this gun. I probably wouldn't even rack it, honestly, anyway. I guess you kind of have to rack it to get the first, but yeah, it's hammer fired. I shot this like 3 times and I enjoyed the shooting it. I like it simple. It doesn't even ask me to put a red dot on it, which is good because it's old school. Because If I have a red dot plate, I tend to just to put the red dot on there. It's just like I can't help myself. But this one doesn't even have it, so it doesn't even tempt me. Trigger's nice and worn in. This was a nice buy. It was in good shape. And I just wanted to get Cerakoted because I do like the bronze look to it. And I got the slide Cerakoted black. So it just looks really nice, and now, you know, it goes along with it shooting really nice. Really nice gun. If you see these for the $250, $300, I would grab it, especially if it's in good condition. Unfortunately, I don't know if you can see the condition before you get it in certain places, but if you do see it at a gun show for $300 and it looks really good condition, I'll grab it. It's a little girthy. It's girthier than the 80X. Of course, it's smaller though too. All right, next we have a Chiappa Rhino. Yeah, it's a little flamboyant. Haven't shot it yet, obviously. Chiappa Rhino Nebula. Really was always looking at this gun to get it. 5738 special. Just like everything about Chiappa Rhino as a revolver. You know, it's very innovative. It's very interesting looking. This is probably the most interesting looking one. The Nebula, I just made really well. Good company, make good revolvers. They shoot, the single actions on these are pretty soft. You can see already it's staging really well. And this is like a kind of like a collection piece for me. I won't shoot too much. I have enough 357 guns, but this one was just, I don't have not a snub nose, but a short revolver, 357. Got the Colt too, so I guess now I bought two 357s, but it's a very different gun. Love the wooden handle it comes with, the grip. It's a really cool gun. It's really just add to the collection kind of piece, unlike some of the other ones where I'm going to shoot them a lot more. I'm not saying I won't shoot it, it's just. And then they're coming out with a 44 Magnum, looks amazing. Really hype on that one. It's probably a gun I'm very excited to get. So 44 Magnum, I think it's coming out next year, if it's not out already. But there you go, Chiappa Rhino Nebula. Then we go to gun I do shoot and do carry. So this is the P365. I had a P365 already. Had it all set up with metal grips and everything. But then this came out and I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to get this. This gun looks awesome. So I'm up trading that one in. It was a Spectre comp that I changed the grips out, but I'm so happy. I kind of like this better than the one I had. It had an Icarus frame and everything, but I just really like Legions. So, and just like the perfect kind of. I did change to Armory Craft trigger, PTL7 sub on it, but to me, like, this is the best. Like, it's just it's not heavy, but it gets heavier for some people. I don't know, but it's all metal, but it's not too heavy. You got the integrated comp on there. Shoots really nice. My wife likes it a lot too. She likes shooting it. She doesn't like the red dot actually. She prefer I take it off, which actually makes it easier for me to carry because I do have a Legion Black Aces maybe, holster for it, which won't accommodate the red dot, so kind of works out. But and you get the night and day sights. But yeah, this to me is the best version of the 365. I guess you can get there's a few other ones you can really get more different slides and stuff, but then it gets really expensive. Like I'm talking about like probably $2,000. I feel like putting $2,000, so plus add the red dot, the light. Also, you're talking like $2,500 for that, and it just keeps going up and up and up. But anyway, there you go, P365 Legion. Then we have my other PSA, which is currently just a lower. So my blacksmith is working on he when this came in, I bought it. Came into the shop. And he said there's something wrong with the barrel. He's like, there's something wrong with the barrel. So he had to contact PSA. They're sending him a new barrel, so that's in the process of coming in probably this week. So right now I just have the lower. So PSA Saber. So that's about buying from companies like Taurus and PSA and even Ruger to a certain extent. Don't do it a whole lot. And when I do, sometimes I pay for it. So I mean, I'm paying for this. I mean, they're just sending a free barrel, but I'm waiting very long for it. But the sabers are nice. I mean, as far as what they come with, the safety on it is oh crap, it's a radian safety, so that's great out of the box. The controls on this seem really nice. I really like the mag release and some of the other controls. Seem pretty premium. I even like the magazine's really cool. The grip is really good. It just seems like an upgraded, and it's like not a cheap 308. I mean, this is it comes with a Radian charging handle, as far as I know. I did upgrade to the Magpul stock right away because I really like this Magpul stock. But yeah, I think it's kind of not a cheap gun, like it's like $1,400. I mean, so it's not a cheap gun. I mean, you can go to HK and get, for $3,500. So it's not a replacement for an HK or something like a Scar, but it's expensive. So I expect a lot out of it. So we'll see. But it is a PSA, so I expect it, Cerakote probably won't last as long, blah, blah. But look at the scars. I said the scar's a little scratched up already, too, so I don't know. Here, now we got another Mossberg. So I didn't just buy this year, but I just want to show you the 590A, which I like a lot. 590A is not. Did I buy this? I might have bought this year, actually. The 590A is cool. It's like a military grade shotgun. It's thicker barrel. The sights are really nice on it. You can replace this, put a red dot if you want. I probably won't, but it comes off pretty easily. You put a red dot. It's adjustable. It looks like. Say it's adjustable. Sight. You get the Tang safety, which I like, over the crossbar safeties. I guess I think it's pretty easy to use. I don't know, people like the AR. I think the Tang safety is pretty easy to use. I mean, they have the AR better, but I don't know. And I put Woos furniture. I like the Woos furniture a lot. I mean, it is wood, so maybe it's not as durable as poly, but pretty nice. The finish really nice. I'm sure it does hold up pretty well, but there you go. I'm thinking about getting this ported, but we'll see. There's a company, the name of it's on my phone, but you can get this ported, the barrel ported, which is kind of nice. Okay. Let's see, put this down so it doesn't hit the wall. All right, so then we'll go over here. Go to my Bull Armory. This gun is super premium. I mean, you can tell the difference between this and like obviously PSA, but even other guns that in the $1,000 range. I think this is definitely better made than most guns. Everything on it is super nice. I got DLC coded, which I paid for by waiting a whole year for everything to be done and fixed and whatever. But let me tell you, now that I have it, this is as smooth as anything. Oh my god. This might be smoother than my DWX. I mean, it's just like, I have a CZ Shadow, I have a CZ Orange, CZ, there's a TS2. DWX, I think this might be the smoothest with the DLC coded. This might be the smoothest gun. I'm not a big fan of all the safeties. I could do without the grip safety, but it's really not a big deal, honestly. The trigger, obviously, it's really light. You can also adjust it, which is really cool. You can add to this to make it longer. So if you have smaller hands, bigger hands, if you want to make it longer or shorter. The grip, they did a great job on this grip texture. Feels great. It's literally the perfect texture. It's just rough enough, but just soft enough. I mean, it's just, this area might be a little busy. Like, some people might have issues with like catching their hands or the web of their finger or whatever. I don't really have an issue, but I know some people might have an area with, this might be the weakest part as far as that's concerned. Also, they switched from MIM parts to Forge. I think it's Forge parts. So this one still has the min parts. I don't really care. I'm sure that's really good quality. I think it's more of a head issue with people like having min parts. The serrations are really well done. I mean, they're definitely different and thought out really well, the way that they kind of design it so your finger hooks onto it. It's ported. You know, for the price for this gun, like, you go, oh, how can you spend $2,000 on a gun? But then this is the reason, you know, like, because I feel like Staccato is probably overpriced by a little bit. I meant by a little bit, by like 500, 300. Plus, this comes with the red dot plates. You don't have to pay for those. You know, it just, you know, it comes with extra pins. So if you want to take off this magwell, you can, and then, you know, still use it without the magwell, because it is a EDC carry Pro. Is it Pro? Yeah, Pro, because of the ports. Barrel is really nice. The way they, you know, the end of it, the way it's kind of protected is really nice. The crowning there. It's just, you know, and then the controls are really easy to use. I mean, they're tactile. They're easy to actuate. I mean, really nice. So, and then of course it's EDC, so this is polymer panel on purpose, but you can get one that is metal. Yeah, and I have a stupid. I don't think they're stupid, but I have a Valkyrie on it. I think they're nice lights, honestly. I guess the O-Light is now not heated anymore. I don't know. I like it. I like O-Lights. They're fine. But shoots really nice, really smooth. I think if you're gonna upgrade to a 2011 Bull Armory's biggest negative or weakness is that availability. I mean, it's just, I wanted to get an Ultra over this like really short one. Supposedly shoots really nice, especially with the ports. I have yet to be notified that there's any available. So, and they come out and they have a one that is has an island comp on it with the ports too, and that's supposed to be out late 2025. I think it's pretty late 2025 at this point, but whatever. Still not out. Next we have so many good ones. All right. Next we have, really excited about this one. This is the P226X. It's X carry. It is the carry size, the compact size one. Got TL7CX on it. Love these new grips, these wraparound grips they have. They're really nice. And then you have all the stippling and serrations and everything here. It's pretty much perfect. The gun is like, you know, hammer fired. Here, I can clear it for you. Here you go, cleared. Cleared. It's a little stiff until you shoot it a bunch. Obviously, I haven't got around shooting it too much. But you get the metal guy rod. You know, just anyway. Legion 226X. I'm a big fan of the P226. It'd probably be my gun that I would carry off if I had to go off somewhere. It'd be the gun I'd definitely have. This one, and probably in my pocket, I would have that the Beretta 380 or the Bodyguard, probably, if I feel like it's reliable enough. But awesome gun, P226. Can't say enough about it. This goes back in here. Next, we have the Legion 320. Because I have my Spectre comp in a chassis system. Here's the Spectre comp. I kind of wanted to also have a 320, like, you know, like just outside the chassis system. So 320 Legion. This one's not bad. I mean, like the 226 Legion with the integrated comp is really expensive. Like, that's an investment. This one's not bad, and this gun shoots. This is like the 320. I mean, like, I get people have issues with it, but I don't. So, shoots really nice, feels really good. I just really enjoy this gun. I probably wouldn't ever have one loaded and ready to go. I mean, like, yeah, I'd be stupid. Like, I wouldn't ever carry this probably either. It's just, to me, a collection gun range piece that I really enjoy shooting. I enjoyed shooting that one too, the Spectre Comp version. Did I change out the... No, I didn't change out the trigger on this one. This is what the trigger came with. But anyway, there you go. Legion 320. It's an integrated comp. They're really good guns. I mean, I get, you know, the issue people have, so I'm not gonna comment on that too much. Then we have the Smith & Wesson 351C. Oh my god, I hope I got that right. That's the one I always kind of mess up. So this is an Airlight hammerless, but it has a hammer. Super light. There you got the dummies in there. I got this because I changed the grips by the way too. These grips are perfect for it. These are perfect for it. I think this is a Ruger. This came with the Ruger. I don't know. Super light. I've shot quite a little bit out of this to make sure it was fine because people did say they have maybe light primer strikes or something. I haven't had any issues, thank God. You see how the sight is? It's kind of just like a dugged out, you know, sight there, like a rail. I guess you could probably put maybe a red dot on here. I don't know. I'm not going to, but yeah, wouldn't you change out the grips to these grips a little bit, give you a little bit more length? Really, you know, you can grab the whole thing at that point. Super light. I like how it is. The hammer's internal. I like 22 Magnum. I'm a big fan of 22 Magnum. You can't really dry fire. Yeah, there you go. 22 Magnum. These are the dummies, but so far it's been really reliable. I could see why you would want to carry this at 22 Magnum. You could really scare some people with it. So, and then, you know, the forcing cone looks like it's pretty tight in there. So overall, I'm really happy with it. Definitely a gun I enjoy shooting too. It's fun. It's fun to shoot. Oh, there you go. Next, we have the King Cobra. Obviously, I haven't shot it yet. Wanted to shoot it today, but I have to work, which kind of sucks, but whatever. This gun, so I wanted to buy a 617 Smith & Wesson because I love that gun, and I traded it away, and I really regretted it, and I was thinking, oh, I didn't want to get it back. But then someone said, King Cobra is much better than a 617. And I was like, really? And then I wanted this, like, Colt kick. I got the Anaconda, I got this, got the Python. So I got this, and this is definitely a different gun than 617. 617 is definitely a more overbuilt 22. It's bigger. It's just like a 686, but just suits 22. And I do like a few things better about it than the King Cobra, just like without shooting it yet. But the King Cobra this is a beautiful gun. I'm not unhappy with it. I'm just saying the 617 and this, I feel like you can go like back and forth on which one you would like better. It's not like one is just like this is definitely better or whatever. But that's why people said the Colt better, so I was like, really? I'll get the Colt then. And I didn't regret it or anything because it's a beautiful gun. I like the ribs. I like the underlug again. Gives it some weight. It's lighter than the 617 from what I remember. It's smaller framed. It's got to be. It seems smaller. And then I doubled down on the dumb grips because I got these grips, which are, I must have accidentally bought them. I don't know. It's the same length as the other grips. The 670, this King Cobra in a 6-inch should not have this small grips. Just doesn't work. Just doesn't work. It's too heavy of a gun to have this small of grips. Too long, more than heavy. So I did order an Altamont grip, which I hope is good because I heard the quality control Altamont is a little weaning. So hopefully it's fine. And hopefully it's longer too. I think it looked longer. So yeah, the King Cobra in 22, it holds 10, just like the 617. Just doesn't have that rim around here, the cylinder, which I really liked the look of, but they said this is easier to clean. So, you know, but hey, look, it's a Colt. I'm not unhappy getting the King Cobra or anything. I would say even like when you stage the trigger, it feels different than the 617, the extra little click there. I don't remember having that in the 617. It's like here, and it's like, you can see the way the cylinder, where it clicks in too. But, and I don't know if I love pushing out to release this opposed to pushing in. But, you know, those are like little things here and there. I think it's a beautiful 22. I'm happy with it overall. And once I get the new grips, I'll be even happier. All right, speaking of Colts, got the Colt Python. This is the This gun is probably the nicest Colt I have. Just first of all, the finish is nicer than the other two, and the other two have really nice finishes, so I'm not complaining about that. The trigger is nicer. The Combat Elite, I guess, got a nicer trigger, and I put a Wilson Combat back sight on there, so we're all set. Like, if you have bigger hands than me, my neighbor who's way shorter than me has bigger hands than me. It's like they're meatier hands. His finger does not fit on these grips. Or maybe he was just pretending. I don't know. But my finger fits on the grips. I have a 357 full size already, so I thought the Combat Elite was the perfect collector piece to get. I mean, I will shoot it, but because this trigger just feels nicer than the other two. It's really smooth. I mean, Colt double action triggers are already really good. I was gonna say Smith & Wesson, I think a single action is actually better than the Colt, but the double action on the Colt is smoother. So, and the grips are kind of part of the Combat Elite. So, and you still get the one ribbing here, and you get the interlug. It is a nice gun. It is a nice gun. It is a great collector's piece, and I haven't shot it yet, but I'm sure it shoots really nice. Colt Python, about as classic as you can get. This one, Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2. Was really hyped to get this. I got rid of the Ruger LCP because this is a much better gun, honestly. It feels better. Just the design of it, better. Smith & Wesson, I think, is a step above Ruger as far as quality. That being said, I did change the trigger. It's just a $20 change. It's $20 trigger. It's just a little bit of a change. It's just a little bit better than the trigger it comes with. Not much better, so it's not really necessary, but changed that out. I think I might have put a metal guy rod here. I'm not sure if it came with one. I can't remember now, honestly. You got memory pad here, which is nice on both sides for us left-handers. This is a great carry gun, especially if you have the magazine that has the extra. The ergonomics are better. It has an undercut. The Ruger didn't have an undercut. I didn't understand that. It's a small gun. You should have an undercut for the trigger guard. But overall, like, I'm really happy with it. I had to do some polishing. It comes with a 2-part feed ramp, which I don't like. So it doesn't shoot the flathead 380s that well. Honestly, that's the biggest issue. But hopefully, once I shoot like 500 380s with no issue through this, then I can carry it. All right, next, these two. Well, let's go bigger here. Probably go the two guns. Next, got a Springfield M1 or A1, M1A. Was always looking to get this gun. I was just debating whether or not to get the wood chassis or stock, or to get the poly, and I'm really happy I got the wood. The wood looks amazing. I probably should put some, seed oil or whatever on it to protect it. Do that eventually. It's on my checklist to do. I got the Scout version. Someone recommended the Scout version over the other versions. The length of it's probably like the best for me. The tanker's too short and the other one's too long. I got the Springfield Armory bipod, which is kind of cool. And I got the Scott scope on it. And then I also got, there you go. I got stripper clips too, just for the fun of it. So actually you could, load this up, shoot it off, and then, then load up these to reload it right there. Boom. It loads right into, you need to keep the magazine in there. So it loads right into the magazine, so you can reload it with the stripper clips. Keep firing without taking the magazine out. So you have to change the magazine out, which is really cool. So I thought, and just having stripper clips, that was a big thrill to me too. So anyway, this gun's really cool. In 308, Springfield M1A. A little bit of history, right? Oh, I wish I could put this over there, get it out of the way. All right, sorry, just keep going. Trying to go fast. Next, another kind of history, but not itself exactly. But this is the Browning bar. It was used in the war. They made a hunting version. This is then they discontinued it. Then they made another hunting version, which is the one I got, and then discontinued it again. So apparently it's not super popular. But yeah, so you get the feather trigger there. I got a crossfire on it. It's in 308. It's a hunting rifle. The wood is not. You can buy different grades apparently. It's nice, but not. I wouldn't brag about it too much. But I do like the design of it. It has a. Oh my lord! See, I haven't used this gun at all. So it has a mag release. There you go. It's like a hinge, which is nice. I really like that design. It has a hinge here. Of course, it holds I think 3 and then 4. And I think it's a good piece. I was thinking about getting rid of it because I wasn't like super into it after I got it. But then I was like, you know what? It's a Browning rifle. Overall, I do like it. I think it is really nice, and so I went keeping it. This next rifle, though, I'm super excited about. It is 22 Magnum. It's a Volquartsen. I love Volquartsen. They're definitely like one of the more expensive manufacturers for 22s. They have this like dragon. We call it like a dragon design on the barrel, which is awesome. They have great muzzle brakes. They make great 22s. That's all, So I was really excited to get this one. It's really expensive for a 22, but I'm some left-handed. It does have. I wish the stock wasn't like this quite. It's kind of built for a right-handed person, but I think it's fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal. But yeah, beautiful 22 Magnum rifle. Volquartsen makes good stuff. So there's that. Then we have our Shockwave. So the Shockwave, and it has the Crimson Trace, which I think is great because you can shoot from the hip with you got a laser shooting out there. It's in 20 gauge, which is why I got it, because I was like, let me get a 20 gauge shotgun, because I kind of wanted one, like shooting 20 gauge. Got a spike for the front, and then once again Woos furniture, which I really like a lot. So I'm going a little bit faster now because it's 47 minutes already. So, but yeah, Shockwave in 20 gauge. I mean, I like to get the semi-auto Shockwave eventually too in 12 gauge. That's on the list of things to get. Maybe not next year. I'm trying to be a little bit lighter next year. This year was kind of like maybe a little too much stuff bought this year. And then the last rifle before we get to the last handguns. So this is kind of like my trainer rifle. This is a Bergara. It's in 22 Magnum also. This is funny because I actually bought there's like 2 models, and I bought the more expensive one. I think the more expensive one is more expensive because the stock is mostly different, and then I changed it to stock. So that was kind of whatever. Maybe I'll sell the stocks. I think they're worth a decent amount of money, but I really like these more, modern looking stocks. So I put both my Bergeras into them. So that's it. So that's that. And then the last two guns. One is, I call it the Terrifier, but it's just really a Smith & Wesson 500. It's funny, I bought a bunch of grips for it, and I don't like any of the grips. I like the original grips the best, so I left the rubberized original grips on there. It is obviously not loaded. That'd be like the dumbest mistake ever. But yeah, so the Colts, I was saying, the lockup, I feel like the Smith & Wesson lockup's better. I don't know, something about it, it's like, just feels better to me than the Colt lockups. I mean, this is 22, but it's just that extra little click there at the end. I don't know. I'm not used to it. Whereas this one feels just better. I don't know. Maybe not with the Python. The Python might be better. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, the Python doesn't have that as much. And then the Anaconda has it, I think. Yeah, it's Anaconda and the King Cobra have it. It's an extra little click. It's just a funny little thing. This one I just feel smoother. But like I said, the single action on Smith & Wesson triggers are really nice. So, and I like the pushing in, as it doesn't come out right away. The pushing in opposed to pushing back better. But there's there's things here and there. But 500, I got 700 grain bullets for this. It's kind of like when you ride a roller coaster, and it looks kind of like scary. It's like that. Like you want to ride the roller coaster. You're there to ride the roller coaster. You're going to ride the roller coaster, but then it's kind of like that thrill of like, oh, this is kind of scary. What am I getting myself into? The 500, the 460, I have no problem shooting. The 44 Magnum, I have no problem shooting. So, but this one does scare me a little bit. So that's why I look forward to actually shooting, because it scares me a little bit. So 500, I have all the big bores I wanted to get, like the Desert Eagle, this one, the 460, the 44 Magnum. So I am good with big bore handguns. Although there's the Night Express 630 Night Express or something, I don't know. That's even bigger than the 500, which is crazy. All right, and then maybe my favorite. I don't know. I want to say my favorite gun that I got, because they're all like, maybe it is my favorite gun I got. It's up there. Finally got the TS2 CZ Orange. I actually would have bought this gun because I had already the Shadow 2 in 9mm, but then I saw this was at 40, and so then I was like, okay, it's in 40. So that made me super excited. And not only is it 40, it's a bull barrel, which makes it really kind of exciting to have. So obviously super quality. It's like this far from custom, and basically it's kind of custom, but I know they kind of really work on this, like it's a custom gun. Love everything about it. It was a blend model. I got cheaper. It was a really big discount, I thought, compared to what you can get them now for. So, but I still don't understand. I still don't see any blems on it. So I don't know. Maybe it's an internal thing. I don't know. But really like this gun a lot. Really excited about it. Here, I can clear it for you. You can see the bull barrel. There's the bull barrel. But yeah, it's clear. I'm thinking about maybe shooting this right-handed. I'm kind of, I wouldn't say ambidextrous, but I can do things with my right hand. So this comes with a, what do you call it, speed, whatever, finger ledge thing. So I feel like, I feel pretty natural, like shooting it like this way. And that way I can use the finger ledge. And I don't think it would hurt me too much, honestly. I feel pretty comfortable, opposed to left-handed. Feels pretty good. The grip and all that. I mean, I'm not gonna shoot competition, but I don't know. Feels pretty good. I don't know. So I might actually shoot this right-handed because you have the finger ledge, which is really cool. That just comes with one. You can put a Tony system red dot system on here, but I don't think I'm gonna do all that. I think it just kills the elegance of the gun. It's a gorgeous gun. It's I didn't know TS2 apparently does not have a rail like the Shadow 2 does. But it does have better serrations than the Shadow 2, I think. It's easier to rack because of these serrations, actually. So I'd trade a rail for, I don't need a light on it anyway, for these serrations. These serrations are nice. I always liked how they do the safety. It's ambidextrous. Safeties, big on one side, lighter on the other side. So, and I like the coloring is kind of cool to me, and they have a really nice magwell in this, and the magwell is flush, unlike the earlier versions. I think there was wasn't as flush. They fixed that. So pretty awesome gun. It probably shoots really light, even though it's 40 Smith & Wesson. It's my second and probably my last, well, I won't say last, but probably my last 40 Smith & Wesson gun. I do like the Beretta the one with the barrel that turns. It's not a Storm. And it comes with a bunch of mags and oil and, everything else. So there you go. That's it for me. All right. That took almost an hour. Once again, this is my pickups for this year, or changes. Most of these were picked up. A few here and there were like just upgrades. And then I have a few guns coming for next year. But I expect next year to be a very light year. Very lightly year. So I just want to play with my new toys here, my new guns, my new tools, whatever you want to call it. That's it. Well, have a happy new year. I hope you enjoy the video. Next year I might do a full gun collection video, which would take a long time even when if I went fast. So we'll see. All right. Thank you. Bye.